Hey, how's it going guys? Matt and Jackson here with the Toasty Bros, and today we're going to be building a $550 Ryzen build.
Hope you guys enjoy.
Do you need help with YouTube? Are you ready to take the next step and make your channel bigger? Alright, well listen up, I got just the thing for you. It's called TubeBuddy. It's an extension tailored for YouTube and it offers all kinds of tools. One of my favorite is the tag suggester, and another one of my favorite is the best time to upload feature. But that's only to name a few, so go check it out for yourself in the link down below.
As you can tell, we are in a, new space. We actually just got our first office, and this is going to be the new filming space for the Toasty Bros for the foreseeable future, and there's probably going to be some changes throughout multiple videos that we do, but currently we have all this stuff looking really nice, so I'm going to give a big thanks to all of you for watching the videos. Because of you all, we were able to do this. So yeah, let's just get right into the part. Alright, so the core components for this PC build are actually already put together. We were actually going to build this system in a mini ITX case, which actually said it supported micro ATX, but there'll be another build coming with that case, so don't worry. But let's talk about what core components are here and exactly what's going to be composing this build. For the CPU, we have a Ryzen 5 2600, which we had to give a big special thanks to AMD for sending out. It's been a little bit, but we finally got a perfect build for this CPU. 6 cores, 12 threads, gonna be great for entry-level live streaming and gaming, and also with the motherboard you get great upgradability with future releases from AMD. And speaking of that motherboard, we have the ASRock B450M-HDV, which is a very affordable B450 motherboard that is micro ATX, which originally we were planning to a small form factor build, but it'll still look really nice in this case. And also for the memory, we have 2 4GB sticks of DDR4 memory at 3000 megahertz. It's Team Vulkan memory. It's some of the best, most affordable DDR4 memory that you can get for the AM4 platform that makes sense because of high frequency and the fact that it is dual channel. But overall, this combo right here was very affordable and is a good way to get into entry-level streaming and also good gaming performance. Which, speaking of that gaming performance, we have right here a GTX 1063 gig. Now, we bought this used on eBay for around $110, $120. There are a couple options you can go with for a build like this. We went for the 1063 gig originally because, again, we were doing a small form factor build, but there are a lot of options that can save you some money, like RX 570s, RX 580s, that you can get even cheaper and sometimes perform better than 1063 gig. So we'll leave some suggestions in the description down below if you're interested, but the 1063 gig is still a great card for 1080p gaming, and that's kind of the target that we're looking for with this build.
And of course for storage we have the usual SSD. This is a PNY 120 gig SSD, which we will put Windows on and make it super fast. And for the mass storage, as normal, we have a 1TB hard drive. This one happens to be a Dell, but usually we suggest Western Digital Blue, but you know, I had the old Dell line around, so we figured we'd go ahead and use it. And for the power supply, we have the EVGA 500 watt BQ. This is a semi-modular power supply, which will look really good because this case that we have over here, and the reason we need that semi-modular power supply is because this is actually the back of this computer, which you would never know because this is the front. And yeah, they both have full-on freaking glass side panels, so there's also one in the front. You know what, is there one in the back too? No, but they're everywhere. Might as well be. So we gotta make this thing look really good, and this is where the Toasty Bros cable management is gonna come into play.
Let's get to build it. Alright guys, so now that we have the PC built, let's talk about those benchmark numbers. As you can see on screen right here, this PC actually runs games very easily at 1080p with high details and sometimes medium details in certain games like Black Ops 4, which we'll touch on that later. But overall, the system performs very well, maxing out at over 60 FPS. Now the one thing that we do want to mention is the graphics cards that we chose, which is the 1063 gig, is definitely limited in games like Black Ops 4, which has very high textures, and in that case we had to lower things down to medium setting. We do recommend, if you are building a system like this, if you can find a better deal, get an RX 580 or 570 or maybe even a 480, 470 depending on where you find the deal, and it would be better performing in games that require more VRAM, considering you get the card with 4 gigs of VRAM or upwards of 8 gigs of VRAM, and it will be a good addition to your setup, and you don't have to worry about like getting a small form factor card like we did when we were originally planning a small form factor build. But overall performance was actually pretty impressive, and what do you think of this system?
The only thing that we kind of recommend maybe changing or that we would have done differently is that DIY case. Well, it has this one red LED fan in the back, but then this really cool looking like RGB front panel. And then also, I am not a huge fan of the clear glass panel on both sides. Who would have thought of that?
I don't know.
It also makes it to where you can't shove cables down when you're ready to, hide all that cable management.
And normally with cases from DIY PC, we're actually kind of impressed, but this one kind of left a lot to be desired, and there are a lot of options you can choose as well if you don't like this look, and that's the cool thing about cases. As long as you get it to fit the parts that you're getting, you can really go with whatever is in your budget.
So we hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, like, comment, and subscribe.
And we hope to see you all in the next one.